The 17th century French mathematician Blaise Pascal is one of those guys who kind of almost invented everything way before anyone else did, only he didn't. While unsuccessfully trying to come up with a perpetual motion machine, Pascal accidentally created the roulette wheel, a brilliant contraption featuring 36 numbers and 36 ways to either make a fortune or to lose all your money. At hundreds of casinos, from Reno, Nevada to Atmore, Alabama to Coconut Creek, Florida, you can hit the tables, put down a bet on any one of those numbers, and get paid off to the tune of 35 to 1. Now, I've spent a lot of time in casinos recently, and I can tell you firsthand that there is almost no better feeling, and I'm factoring in sex, drugs, alcohol, love, dessert, all of them. No better feeling than hitting your number at roulette. I can also tell you that getting wiped out at the table feels like getting nut punched by an angry biker with enormous fists. Now, I didn't always used to have this kind of sophisticated perspective about the gambling arts. Oh, my name is Bob Sullivan, by the way, and I used to be just another overpaid account executive logging hour after hour at a large Manhattan ad agency while trudging my way through a life of comfort, expectation, and, let's face it, boredom. Although the boredom pretty much stopped when my wife of 8 years decided to leave me for another man. Maybe I'm going out on a limb here, but after everything that I've been through, after all of the heartache I've suffered and joy I've felt, after all the strange sights that I've seen, the bizarre situations I've encountered, and the weird and fascinating people whom I've met, I've come to one simple conclusion. Life is not just like roulette. Life is roulette. And since this blog is about life, or at least 1 year in my life, I've decided to organize it like a roulette wheel with 36 chapters describing the year I spent out there. I'm also going to include 2 extra chapters to represent the 2 numbers added over time to Pascal's roulette wheel, 0 and 00. 0 and 00 are sneaky bastards. When they hit, it always comes as a surprise. As if someone snuck those evil green digits onto the wheel while it was spinning too fast to notice. And when they hit, it usually leads to that brutal nut punch I mentioned earlier. The 3 sections of this blog will each focus on one of the locations in which I spent the year in question, desperately trying to get my head and heart together after my wife had so enthusiastically poured battery acid over both of them. From the pubs of Ireland, to the casinos of Las Vegas, to the hedonistic pleasure palaces of Thailand, I learned a great deal during my 12 months of isolation. Isolation, degradation, inebriation, masturbation, and elation. One of the most important lessons that I've learned was not to fear the zeros. Yes, they're unfair. And yes, they reduce the odds of winning and add to the house's already hefty advantage. But they also make things fun. The great victories in life are never sure things. Anyone could beat up a toddler, especially if he's napping. But when Buster Douglas dropped Mike Tyson that cold February night in Tokyo, he made history. He also paid out at 42 to 1. Look, I'm a simple man. I believe in only a few things, but I learned these things the hard way, so I believe in them absolutely. I don't consider myself a spiritual person. Either I've been too busy to think about that stuff, or it just felt silly to do so. But I'll tell you one thing that I really, really do believe. If you listen to the roulette wheel, it will talk to you. And sometimes it will even whisper what number's about to hit. Till next time.